secrets where fairies don't live.
There are secrets where fairies don't live.
Now that is very important to remember for later, so yeah, pretty much remember that for later. And I'll take that heart. Thank you, Miss Rope. Actually, you know what? I might give you some hearts. Ooh, thank you. And no heart. Fuck you. but thanks for the stopwatch, but fuck you. Alright, go down here. Okay. Yeah, not worth it. We're going. Alright, now that we got the, now that we got the Master Sword, yeah, we can now kill these, fires in, one hit now. Okay, alright, I'm actually gonna get my... Okay, actually, you know what? Jesus, seriously, like, where am I getting all these stopwatches from? And a fairy, God, okay. Wow.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you.
Alrighty. I mean, seriously, like, yeah, I've been getting very lucky with these fairies and these, like, you know, stopwatches as of late. Jesus. Let's see if they can drop a heart. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know, I keep 5. Keep the change! I'll take that. I'll take the key. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take on the boss. And here it is, Goma. I watched... Alright, actually, let's see if I can get to it. Nah, really? Okay. Alright, yeah, so what you want to do, you want to make sure that the eye opens up, and as soon as the eye opens up, yeah, immediately hit him. Now, pretty much to that, Goma, he went down in one hit. But don't be fooled into thinking that, like, you know, it's gonna be like that for all future Gomas.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Especially when we get to Dungeon 8. Just wait till we get to Dungeon 8.
Oh man, because that one is the one I really hate.
Yeah. Alright, but until then and such, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and show off what else the recorder could do and such. Now, I believe it said I gotta stand, like, right over here first.
Yeah, don't move.
So, what you can do... Okay, I think it's gonna send me back to level 1, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, now, yeah, pretty much, with the recorder and everything, pretty much, like, what it does, like, it transports you to, like, you know, dungeons that you've already completed up to this point and everything. And actually, this is close enough. I'll take this one. So pretty much like, if you don't feel like backtracking all the way just to get to, like, you know, a certain area that you want to do, then pretty much just play the recorder. And once you get to a dungeon close enough to wherever you want to go to and everything, then pretty much just like start walking. And pretty much, yeah, this is actually close enough to where I actually need to be, because we actually do need one certain item in order to make it through Dungeon 7.
Boy, this is really expensive.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, that blue ring is expensive, but this is not. So, let's get this meat. And let's go ahead and do Dungeon 7.
Oh, I was gonna mention.
Go ahead.
Apparently, what was the name of the ones that throw the boomerangs?
The Gorias.
Yeah. Apparently, I can speak Goraya now, so I'm gonna translate what he means by, you know.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you. Okie dokie. Well, pretty much, yeah. When we get to that Goraya, well, we'll make sure we get you. We'll make sure we get the translation ready. All right. So pretty much, yeah. So again, if you remember what the old man said in level 6, pretty much he said there's a secret where fairies don't live. Well, pretty much usually in this pond, we always see a fairy, but there's no fairy here this time. Well, play a magical flute. And there you go. Here you are, level 7. Let's go over here first. And honestly, like, even though, like, you know, this is one of the second to last dungeons before you get to, like, Dungeon 9 and everything, this is a very easy dungeon in my opinion. It's like, yeah, most of the enemies and everything are just, like, enemies that you already met in, like, level 1 and everything. So, pretty much, like, yeah, and, and this dungeon and everything, like, this dungeon is very easy for you to get, like, you know, bombs, hearts, rupees, and everything, so, like, you know, this dungeon's very easy for you to, like, you know, get, to get as much stuff as you need to get, like, you know, from this dungeon and everything.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, yeah, let's go ahead and clear, clear these Gorias first. Ready? And there's gonna be an old man coming up here.
There's a secret in the tip of the nose.
Alrighty. Actually, yeah, alright, so there's another fun fact. That translation, what that old man said was actually very different in the Japanese version. However, what he said in the Japanese version is still in the English version, actually. It's just in a different dungeon. So when we get to that hint, I'll make sure to point out and everything when we get to it. And Dick Dogger, yeah, don't bother with him and everything. You can just, you can just ignore that Dick Dogger. But for this one, yeah, we do actually have some keys. So if you're ever running low on keys, go ahead and get some. Okay. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do a little bit of backtracking. And alright, so I don't have enough rupees to get the another certain upgrade and everything, but I'll at least like show it off where it's at. And okay, yeah, I just killed another master. Well, actually, let's see. Like maybe they might give me just enough rupees. Let's see. Ooh, berry. Yeah, pretty much see what I mean about like, you know, this place giving you like lots of berries and such.
Yeah, totally.
This one, you are going to want to use your bomb. So, we'll use it right here. And we'll pick this one up too, why not? Actually, I think this one gets you like 5 rupees. No, just more bombs. Alright, but down here, like, you can actually get some rubies for free and such. And a key. So, just kill some ropes. There you go. And that's my other cat. That's my other cat duck boy. Anyway, alright, so yeah, don't bother with, actually, you know what, I got bomb, yeah, I got plenty of bombs. Let's see what they drop. I think they also give you like 5 rupees or something, so let's see. Yeah, they do. Alright, now if we go right up in here.
I bet you like to have more bombs.
Well, I would, but I don't have 100 rubies, so yeah, most likely I'm not getting that bomb upgrade, but if you want to get that bomb upgrade, go right ahead, and that's the final bomb upgrade you can get. So pretty much the total amount of bombs that you can get from Legend of Zelda 1 is 16. Stopwatch again. I might have to put a cap. Actually, you know what? Like, you know, if I'm actually feeling up for it, which most likely probably not. But if I'm feeling up for it, or if someone down in the comments is feeling up for it and everything, then like maybe we could probably have like a counter and see like, you know, how many times have I got this stopwatch? Like, not only throughout the first quest, but like probably throughout the second quest as well too. Because honestly, I'd be very interested to see like, you know, how many like, you know, stopwatches I was able to get throughout the whole entire game. again, ignore him. And Dig Dog is just like, no, come on!
Sorry about that. I have my mic muted. Sorry.
Nah, it's okay.
What happened?
Pretty much I was just saying that, like, you know, pretty much I'm almost attempted to, like, you know, put up, like, a counter, either, like, during editing, or maybe, like, after I post, like, you know, these Legend of Zelda streams onto YouTube, and, like, pretty much I kind of was thinking of, like, posting a counter on, like, you know, how many times I've been getting a stopwatch, like, you know, throughout the whole entire game, because, like, seriously, I've been getting these stopwatches, like, you know, almost non-stop during this, like, during this session alone and everything. That's pretty much surprising to me.
I've lost count already, so
yeah,
fuck
me too.
I think this is it, yeah.
Alright, here you go. Alright, here you go, translator. What does Grumble Grumble mean?
It means... Let me put my glasses on. Give me the expensive food like you only acquire shop in the overworld, which you're not exactly sure it does without the manual, but you have it in your inventory anyway.
Take it.
I think you know what I think
yeah.
you know where
I mean, it's fitting, cause like I said, we named Link Bort and everything, so yeah, it's fitting I would bring that joke in too.
Give me the expensive food like you only acquire shop in the overworld, but you're not exactly sure it does without the manual, but you have it in your inventory anyway.
Alright. Anyway, we got the other map, and I actually forgot what this one's supposed to be too. Like, I think it's supposed to be like I want to say it's like a bird, but I don't think it's a bird. Like, honestly, yeah. Like after like a dungeon 4, dungeon 5, I forget like what some of the other dungeon maps are supposed to be. Okay, actually, yeah. Let me try and kill some of these guys because I do need some hearts. There. And actually, you know what? I could probably, like, get... You know what? Yeah, I could probably get some money as well, too. I didn't mean to use bomb, but whatever.
Maricam little farm by the missing?
Let's see here.
I'm gonna be honest, you know, like I said, Carlo Bonami is on my top 5 favorite voice actors.
I can see why, honestly. Like, you know, definitely after watching Pingu with you and everything, like, you know, he's definitely a very talented voice actor.
Like, the fact that he did all of the fucking voices.
I know, like, I pretty much that's some Mel Blanc level, like, right there.
That's why I call him the Mel Blanc of Italy. Because he was Italian, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
He died recently, actually. He died in 2022, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow, that is very recent.
I was devastated because that guy was an influence in me becoming a voice actor, so...
I mean, like, I don't blame you, and I can definitely see why and such. But like I said, he is very talented for a reason.
He was gonna come back when they did seasons 5 and 6, but he was like, yeah, you sound too old.
Yeah. Well, pretty much if I was Carlos, I would just be like, yeah, well, fuck you too, then.
And the voices, the new voices they got, you know, were good, but you know, it's not Carlos. You need Carlo. If you want Pingu, you need Carlo, because Carlo, you know, he came up with the newt, so.
Yeah, that is true. And pretty much, yeah, as you saw right here, pretty much starting with that Dig Dogger and everything, it went from like, it went from 1 eye to splitting into 3 eyes. And yeah, pretty much don't bother with these, don't bother with these, like, the dongles, like, the only thing they're really gonna give you, like, if you kill them all, is more bombs, which, like, hey, you can always get more bombs later on, so, yeah, don't really bother with them, and, alright, Wall Masters, and this time we got Bubbles. And, yeah, don't pick up that stopwatch. Because, actually, yeah, pretty much, like, yeah, this is the one time where, like, you do not need that stopwatch, actually, because you actually do want to kill all the Wall Masters, for once. And I think this might be the last one. Let's see, any more?
No,
nope.
I don't think so.
There we go.
Baby! Dad, what do we get to the ride?
Yeah!
Dad, what do we get to the ride?
This is the ride! Yippee!
That's still hilarious, honestly. I love that scene.
It is. Pretty much it is a very hilarious scene, I will admit.
This is the ride!
Yippee! Alrighty. So up next, so all we got left is just that one, that one final piece of the Triforce. But now we need to find Dungeon 8. Where is Dungeon 8, you probably ask? Well, I know a certain someone that might actually help us out with that question. Honestly, I'll even take Dungeon 1. No, I'm gonna keep going then. Fuck you. Fuck you, Warp Whistle. Yeah, I'll still take them.
So you said you knew someone that will take you to Dungeon 8?
Yep.
I know his name.
Oh.
Is it a he or she?
It's okay. Pretty much, it's gonna be another old man.
Old man.
I'll go this way this time.
Well, I know his name.
What?
It's simple, very simple.
Okay.
His name is These Nuts.
Alright. I mean, I'm probably gonna regret it, but yeah. Okay. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Cause honestly, like, we're almost at 2 hour. I'm already well, fuck you too, then. How'd it go? Come. Yeah, I got it. Well, fuck you, then. Alright, well, actually, you know what? This works. I think I know what I could do. This works. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. Alrighty. Actually, can you give me a heart? No. Alright, well, we'll take this road. Alright, so if we touch this statue right here... No, this one? This one? There we are.
Booch. Secret is in the tree at the dead end.
Alright, well, thank you. Well, let's go find this tree at the dead end, then. Onward to the warp. Alright, now I believe for this one, I want the middle. Yeah, okay, this is close enough. And, oh, okay. I was gonna visit a fairy fountain, but never mind then. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, honestly, I do want to try to get as many, I do want to try to get, like, just enough rupees, yeah. Alright, I'll take 100. That's enough for now. Alright, so now let's go find this, tree. So, the tree that the old man is talking about. It's right around over here. And, yeah, the item that we got from Dungeon 7, again, I forgot to mention this. This is the red candle. Pretty much the same as the blue candle, however, now with the red candle, we can use the fire as many times as we want. We don't have to worry about using it once per screen. However, you're only allowed to shoot 2 fires at a time per screen. But pretty much, alright, yep, there's the tree in the dead end. And if we go in here,
Dungeon 8.
Yep. Now, this dungeon can be very tricky, and it can be very hard, I will admit. But once you know what to do and everything, then honestly, it's not really all too bad and such. So, yeah, I just want to get that key and such. Now, alright, so now, one of the dungeon items that you can get is right around over here, and we do need to kill this manhandler in order to get to the other side. So, let's see. There we go, 1 shot, 1 kill. Alright, now we're gonna have some dark nuts, bubbles, and the mummies. And yeah. Whoop.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Pretty much like I said, like, you know, I don't mind the bubbles too much, but like, you know, they can be like a bit of a nuisance. But don't worry, folks. Just wait till we get to the second quest.
Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah, just wait till we get to the second quest.
These guys become even more annoying in the second quest.
Oh yeah, yep. And for those that have played the second quest and everything will already know what we're talking about. But for those that don't, just you wait.
I've never played it, but I already know because you told me off screen. So
yeah. All right, so this one right here, yeah, the book, AKA the Book of Magic, AKA definitely not a Bible. No, definitely not a Bible whatsoever.
I, Bort, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Swordman of Hyrule, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Hyrule. So help me God.
Yes, thank you, Bort. But basically, yeah. So now with the Book of Magic and everything, pretty much just upgrade your magical rod, where you can shoot fire now. So pretty much it makes the candle that you got from level 7 completely worthless now. Now, I know some people, like, you know, there's some people out there that, like, you know, find a magical rod a little bit useless and such, don't really use it all that much. And I could definitely understand where they're coming from. But I definitely use, like, but a magical rod, like, you know, I definitely use it and everything when I, whenever I get the chance and everything. And especially when we get to, like, certain enemies as well, too. So, yeah, don't bother with the manhandle, you can just leave and such. But for these, you do need to kill, yeah, you do need to kill these blue dark nuts. And again, yeah, to slow down. So... Whoop.
Alright, so 3 to go, so that's not bad.
Yep.
Alright, 2.
There we go. I'll take the ferry. Alrighty, now to go in here, this is where the compass is.
Ooh, jeez. These guys pack a what the heck?
Yeah, like, yeah, pretty much like I said, like, yeah, that's why I love the bow and arrow. Pretty much like, yeah, like, if you get the pole voices to line up just like that, pretty much the arrow can take them out just like that.
Wow.
Yep. Alright, now, normally I wouldn't go in here too much, but I'm gonna go in here for a specific reason that you'll see why. And yeah, actually, yeah, let me go ahead and show off the magical rod. And yeah, pretty much like, yeah, only your sword and the bow and arrow, can do something to the, can do something to the pole voices. Pretty much anything else that you use, like, pretty much don't even bother. Seriously! Where are all these stopwatches? Seriously! Wow. This game must really love me for some reason, and yep, there you go. So pretty much this is the blue Goma, and with the blue Goma, now you gotta get him with like 3 arrows. Which pretty much like, yeah, it's a little bit easier said than done, but like I said, like, you know, if you're a little bit patient enough and everything, it can be done. Alright. And yeah, pretty much like, yeah, for those that can't already tell, unlike in later Zelda games and everything, pretty much the arrow depends on like how many rubies you have. So pretty much like for every 1 arrow that you fight, you lose 1 ruby.
Spectacle Rock is an entrance to death.
Now okay, so that hint right there, that hint was originally so that was a hint that was originally in level 7 in the Japanese version, but it got moved in there in level 8. If I remember right and such, I believe in level 8, in the Japanese version only, they tell you like how important it is you need to get the silver arrows and such. So in the Japanese version, you already know that you need to get the silver arrows no matter what. However, in all the other versions and everything, pretty much like if you don't have the silver arrows in the final game, well, you can't beat the game no matter what. You're pretty much screwed.
You can't win.
Yeah, you can't win. So pretty much that's a very
kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid if you think about it, but never mind.
I mean, yeah, like I said, like, yeah, some of the early Zelda games have been very guilty for, like, doing that, where pretty much, like, yeah, like, you know, if you don't have, like, you know, a certain item or anything to beat the final boss, then, yeah, pretty much you can't beat the final boss and you can't win and such. Pretty much it's just one of those where it's just kind of like, you know, you kind of have to guess and kind of, like, you know, pretty much you either had to guess or pretty much, like, try to get advice from someone back in the day to pretty much figure out, okay, how do I beat this final boss and such. Which pretty much, like, to be fair and everything, like, that actually was, like, you know, the original 10 Miyamoto had in mind with the game and everything, because, like, you know, I pretty much, like, yeah, he definitely wanted Zelda to be more, like, you know, open world and everything, and pretty much, like, you know, I pretty much have it be, have it to be a game to where, like, you know, a lot of people can, like, you know, talk about it and everything, share, like, secrets and tips and such. I pretty much give you an excuse to make friends and such back in the day. Which I mean, like, hey, it worked for some people, and pretty much, like, you know, it definitely made, like, you know, Nintendo of America a lot of money and such, when it came to this game and such back in the day.
I was gonna mention, can you imagine back in the 80s when you're a little kid and then you get to Ganon, but then you're like, why can't I kill him?
I mean, like I said, I can imagine, like, a lot of people, like, I can imagine a lot of kids, back in the 80s, especially, like, you know, they had those kind of parents that were okay with it. I can imagine, like, you know, the Nintendo hotline receiving a lot of calls from, like, a lot of kids being like, you know, how the fuck do I beat Ganon? And pretty much, like, the person on the other line is just like, where did you learn that word from? And, yeah, that's where the map is, so...
It's super...
Yeah, so pretty much this is the shape of the line, and if I remember right... Yeah. Pretty much there's 10 extra rupees. Go get them.
Yep.
Okay, but I think I made a bad choice by doing that, but hopefully I won't, but I think I might have, but I'll deal with the consequence later. Anyway, okay, yeah, so for this one, you do need to beat, again, this is another one where actually you do need to beat the, Goma. Because to the door on the right and everything, that's basically where, you're gonna get the, other dungeon item. And again, this is a dungeon item where, like, again, you don't really need it if you don't want to, but honestly, I would definitely recommend getting it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
There you go. I swear, if I get another stopwatch from one of these guys, okay.
And then you get it again.
Okay, no stopwatch yet. Whoop. Okay. Alright, now if you go over here. The Lion Key, aka the Magical Key. And pretty much if you have this magical key, congratulations, you don't have to worry about any more keys afterwards, because pretty much this magical key will unlock any door from now on. No questions asked.
Okay.
Alright, now let's just hope I didn't screw myself over, but I think I might have a little bit. No, okay, good. Because, yeah, okay, so pretty much, like, the way the Legend of Zelda works is that, like, depending on, like, how many screens you have gone away in terms of certain dungeons, if you come back to a certain room of a dungeon to where, like, you originally kill, like, some enemies and everything, then those enemies will respawn back and such. So, pretty much, like, yeah, if you don't want to worry, if you don't want to, like, you know, go through the trouble and, like, killing the blue dark nuts again and everything, then make sure you do not go all the way up to the top and such. If you go all the way up to the top and everything, then yeah, you gotta kill the blue dark nuts all over again. Alright, now for the mummies. Okay. Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know why I killed all those enemies in the first place. That was kind of pointless, but whatever.
Yeah, very pointless. Ooh, boy, that was close.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I love the arrow for these guys. Alrighty, now, alright, so before I go over there, there's one more secret from the old man I do want to show off real quick. And actually, I don't really need to kill them. But, okay, hold on. Actually, maybe they might give me a heart or two, like, let's see. Oop. Okay, go. Alright.
Enemy has the bomb.
Fuck, that's not me! Okay, actually, technically it's not too cryptic and everything, like, technically yes and technically no, the 10th enemy does have the bomb, like, pretty much just really all it has to do, like, more, like, the mechanics of the game that, like, honestly, I'd rather not get into and everything, so, pretty much if you're a little curious about that, you can go ahead and watch, like, you know, someone else's, like, you know, little, tidbits or, like, fun facts about this game, yeah, pretty much and everything, like, I'm really not all that knowledgeable when it comes to, like, you know, stuff like that and everything. But alright, we got the final piece of the Triforce. So now with all that, we can go ahead and do Death Mountain.